Good morning. I am on my way to swim. It's about 7 a.m. here in Olathe, Kansas, and I am on swim workout number 1 of training for the 2023 Lake Olathe Triathlon. It's just a sprint triathlon, right? Just a sprint. So why even start training this far out? Or if you had this much time, why not train for an Ironman? Look, I've done some half Ironmans in the past. I've done the long stuff. I have nothing left to prove. And here's my thought. My thought is this: why go further when you can go faster? I think training for the sprint triathlon is the perfect test of fitness. It's the perfect thing to put onto your calendar to achieve the fitness goals that you're looking for. And that if you are the average person who wants to look shredded, right? They want to have a muscular, athletic physique. They want to lose fat. They want to look sexy, and they want to have some fitness, right? It just doesn't want to be all show. They want to know that their heart and lungs and cardiovascular system are doing good, and they want some of the mental benefits. I think the sprint triathlon is the perfect expression of this. Now, here's my issue, is that I've gone to some of these sprint triathlons, and first of all, kudos to anybody who gets off the couch and achieves a new goal. It's super awesome. But there's many people at these races who I can tell have worked very hard and still don't have the body that they probably hope for. You know, I think people see professional triathletes and probably get this idea as like, okay, if I engage in this sport, I'm going to be really fit, I'm going to be really proud of myself, which you are, and I'm going to look awesome. Not necessarily, and this is why, because people get into these programs and they only do the cardio piece, they only do the conditioning piece, they only practice the sport of swim, bike, run. So that's why I launched this program, Tri Aesthetic. Because if you're the average person, you're signing up for a triathlon, it's a symbol of what you're trying to do for yourself. If you have an illusion of, being a professional triathlete, well, I guess if you've come in the top 5 in a race before, then sure, then this program's not for you. But if you're mid-pack or just getting started, this is the program for you. The tagline is race sexy, okay? Because you deserve to look great and feel great about your body on race day. You don't just deserve that score on the scoreboard. And here's the thing, race sexy. Because medals don't make babies. Okay, no, but not everybody wants to make a baby. But really, everybody should be desirable like that. And that's kind of what we want. And so here's the thing. It's actually not an either or. It's actually not look great and race okay. It's if you're getting started in the sport, or if you're even just a novice, you need strength. And I just see so many triathletes skipping the strength or not understanding what strength really is. So this Tri Aesthetic, it's a 6-day-a-week program, 3 days of real strength training, squatting, bench pressing, deadlifting, all the big compound lifts, pull-ups. If you don't have a pull-up, how strong do you think your swim can be? Even towards the end of Michael Phelps' career, he was getting into functional strength training. 3 days a week strength training. This is what's going to allow you to go faster, okay? Sprint triathlon, that's why I'm focusing on the sprint, because sprint requires power. If you want to just go survive an Ironman, cool. Just get really skinny and, just be able to be out there all day, floating like a twig in the wind, but it's not very functional. But if you want to be powerful, like the Lake Olathe Triathlon, which is all hills, if you want to make it up those hills, if you want to crush those hills, you need strong legs. If you want to, the run is hilly too. If you want to cruise up those hills in the run, strong legs. If you want to actually fly in the water, you need strong shoulders, strong upper body, strong back. So we need to emphasize as much on the strength as the conditioning. So 3 days a week of strength, 3 days a week of conditioning. Tuesday is a swim day. Thursday is a bike day. High interval bike sprints, focusing on power. Saturday's your practice day. You go out, you practice the course, do triathlon, do a brick. I'll program in a bunch of different varieties to work on that. Join a club, have fun, go on long rides. And Sunday, same thing. It's rest or just active recovery. Go out on a very leisurely bike or a walk or whatever. This is more than enough to do incredible in a sprint triathlon. Now, I did sort of this last summer. I have a strength training base. I have a conditioning base. It was all hodgepodge. And I still managed to scrape together a 19th place in my first sprint triathlon. Again, I've gone further, but I've never really tried to go fast. But I was definitely one of the biggest guys out there, looking for sure the strongest. I mean, if you threw in one strength event out there, if you threw in a fourth event, I might have won the whole thing. That's not the point. I mean, because I don't think I'm better in any way. I mean, first place got 52 minutes. It's absolutely insane. And, there's a lot of things I need to do to improve for next time, and being more intentional about cutting weight. I got down to about 15% body fat. I think more appropriate for race day would be like 10%. Those are the little whatevers, right? The point being is that if you train smarter, you will perform better in a sprint triathlon, and you will get the body that you actually want when you thought of doing a triathlon in the first place. And that's what I think is really important. And you will get more than you bargained for in terms of fitness. I think you'll be disappointed if you only swim, bike, run. I've done that before. And I was actually in more pain when I only did that, because the little weak muscles start to tighten up and atrophy. Hip flexors, shoulders. And there's a lot of bad positions when in biking, especially running. You need to undo that. You need to work on some of those positions. Work on your body. Show up feeling amazing on race day. And by the way, you can actually, it's a more efficient way to train. You can drop a lot of the volume because strength training is working on the other energy systems. So a sprint triathlon is calling on all three energy systems: the phosphocreatine system, the glycogen system, and the aerobic system. And if you only go out and train aerobic, those other systems will not adapt. But aerobic improves when you focus on some of those strength systems. So, doing like Tabata sprint intervals even on the bike is going to make for a more efficient training. Focusing on strength training, only strong legs is going to get you up that hill. It doesn't matter how good your lungs and heart are. You need the strength to do that course. If you want to average 20 miles per hour, you need the strength to push into those pedals. If you want to swim, again, a certain speed, you need the strength to pull through the water. So that's what we're here doing, and I'll continue to talk about it. But yeah, man, I just thought I'd share that, and I am here almost at the gym, so let's get it on. Peace.